Okay everyone, so we're gonna work on this mouse. If you're eager to learn how to draw and animate this mouse, go ahead and learn about the spacing charts. Go ahead and move on to 8 minutes in this video. If you want to learn about the book, go ahead and continue watching.
Hi there, welcome back to Lulu's School of Animation. I wanted to thank you for watching the last 3 videos. If you're new here, we are reading Richard Williams' Animator Survival Kit. So hopefully, if you are here for the 4th time, because this is the 4th video, you're reading along with us. We are gonna start lesson 1. Lesson 1 and advancing backward to 1940. So it's gonna be very short because we're just doing those 2 titles. There's just a few tips that Richard Williams wants us to know, and I'm gonna go over it. Pretty much, if you haven't been here throughout our other videos, what I really want us, it's kind of like a book club, and I want us to read this together. And I've mentioned this before, but I really haven't read a full animation book. And I wanted to challenge myself and say, I want to read a full animation book and learn from it. And I thought, like a book club, let's do it together. So if you're here just watching the videos, I don't want you to miss a thing Richard Williams says. Because if you know, this is one of the most important books that animators read. And anybody will tell you that that is a true fact. So, okay, let's get to the lesson. So, in lesson 1, and as always, I do have my notes here. It's not that much, I promise, because we have an amazing practice today. So, as always, I do have like a hey, let's animate together lesson. So after I do the talking, which you're more than welcome to skip me to the end where I just get to the drawing part, but hopefully you're not skipping me. Anyways, we'll go ahead and start drawing together. Anyways, lesson 1. He suggests, tell me this is a great opportunity for us to like get together and comment in the comment box. He says in lesson 1, he suggests not to listen to music. What do you think about that? Do you listen to music when you draw? I wonder if there is a difference between animating with music versus just drawing. Maybe there is. Maybe you need a little bit more concentration. But he says he animates better if there is no music. And that's all he suggests for lesson 1. That was it. A whole paragraph of reading for just that. But it was still interesting. So that was it. Next, it was advancing backward to 1940. In here, he says pretty much that back then in the golden age, right here, the golden age, they were all pretty much self-taught, and all they had were the basics, which I am assuming he means the principles of animation. They just had the principles of animation, the basics. So that's all they talk about in this little title chapters. Yeah. So it was pretty important. He says that it's very important for us to go back to the golden age and see that back then all they had was just the basics, the principles, and it is very important for us to just keep that in mind. That's it. So see, I'm going pretty fast. All right. Oh, and then now we are gonna get into what we're gonna be doing today for the drawing lesson. So in the next page, which is page 47 in the book, Actually, I have it right here so I can show you. Ah, hopefully you can see it right there. There's a mouse, and he talks again about Grim Nutwick. This mouse, he says, the Grim Nutwick was drawing in his more elder age, and he comes up to him, and he was looking at him, and he was doing this mouse that had different spacing charts, and that's what we're gonna be doing together. So I think we're still gonna use Procreate because I'm still figuring out. I wish I had the mouse. We're gonna do the mouse, and we're gonna do the different spacing charts. So I always use one in particular. There's one that I like more, which is starts fast and it ends up slow. So that, but every different drawing or every kind of motion has the one that really needs to go with it. So when we go through those 3 different spacing charts in the mouse, you will kind of get the idea of when I'm drawing this, I should use a spacing chart. But yeah, everything usually will always end up slowing down at the end. Barely you will use the one that's always the same spacing, because it's very monotone, and your animation will end up very like this, very like this, and you always want to slow in and slow out is a principle of animation. So for slow in, slow out, you need a slow in, slow out chart. So we will do that one, but a lot of the times you use more the regular in, slow out, because that's a lot how regular stuff will come in a little bit faster and then slow out. So anyways, let's get drawing. Bye.
Okay, so we start by going to the settings icon and turning on the animation assist so that we can add some frames. I'm going to start just drawing the first frame, which is the mouse. And one of the things is I've already put the charts here on the right side so that we can actually see that the slow in and slow out is the first one, and the same all around is the middle one, and the regular in and then slow out is the last one. This this actually is going to be frame. I'm gonna put it here on the left side, frame number 1. So I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, if you guys need to reference the timing, is in page 47, which I've written down right here. So, okay, we do the tail. And this is going to be frame number 9. So that was the first one, and this is the last one. So that's how you usually want to start is first, last, pose, and middle. So that's just the flow. So now I'm working on frame number 5. The reason why is because that is the middle. As I mentioned earlier, you want to always continue with the middle. And as in both of these charts, my middle one is 5. The first two charts, my middle one is the 5. So that's going to be the easiest. Now, I do have here, as I mentioned, actually, I haven't mentioned that this is the hand. The Natwick wanted to do the hand, this one the head, and this one the tail. And I forgot to put the labels, so I'm gonna, or I put it right here so you guys can see what I'm doing. Now for the tail, I'm gonna do it right now, but I think I'm gonna approach it differently. Um, this would be the tail if it was halfway, so number 3, and this would be the tail if it was number 4 because it's the middle of 3 and 9. Um, so this right here is actually number 5, which I'm having a problem struggling. Oh. And yep, I can't turn the iPad because then you guys can't see. Oops. Now what I'm gonna go ahead and do here is adjust the onion skin frames so I see only 2. And I think it's gonna be easy for me to just start in betweening. So in betweening is when I see only the 2 frames. So I'm gonna go ahead and choose frame 5 and 9. And I'm gonna do what's in between frame 5 and 9. And I'm only going to do what's in between. So that's in between, and I'm going to go ahead and do frame 7, which is what's in between those 2 frames. As far as the head goes. And I think because each one, the arm and the head and the tail are all different, I'm going to just do all the heads first. So that's what I'm gonna do first. So now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the tail. And I had to turn on the onion skin back on so I could see all the frames because the tail is in a different order. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to click on the frames that I'm supposed to um in between, as in like between 1 and 9 is 3, and then in between 3 and 9 is 4. So I'm going to click on the ones that I'm supposed to click on to just do the in between of. Moving on to the hand, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing. Um, and Actually, it looks like I'm missing frame 6. So that's the first in between I have, and I'm missing it. So I have to go back and create frame 6, and also probably add the tail too. But the tail is easy because the tail is just going to be, I guess number 6 is the in between for 5 and 7. So there it is, and yep. Now I can create the hand, which my hand is the in between for 5 and 9. Is my 6 is my in between. Okay, so that is it, everyone. If you guys have any questions, definitely put it in the comments. It doesn't seem like it is fast or not fast, the opposite, slow enough. I would assume that he would do this mouse holding it in twos, so that means for us it's 12 frames per second. Or you could hold each one of these for two, but that's too much work. I could just do 12 frames per second instead, because they're all the same. So that's pretty much how it looks. But I think it needs some color. What do you guys think?
All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for watching. Again, this was like the fourth video I've made with these lessons, and we did Procreate today with the spacing charts, and we will do another lesson next time. And I hope you will be here for the next lesson. Remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, my purpose is just that we learn together. And it's like a book club. So hopefully we will finish the book together. And hit the bell button. I don't know why people say that. I'm just saying it because everybody says it. I'm just kidding. I know what that means. And yeah, I'll see you next time.